Life and the vicissitudes of life has happened to so many people. Many times parents find themselves trying to force their children to live dreams that they failed to live. I believe every child deserves the opportunity to live the God-given dream that has been embedded in him or her. Apostle Demi Lazarus again in this short video give explanation to the many challenges families and individuals go through. Let's pay attention to this short teaching. God bless you as you listen.
You are the gatekeepers that God has set there for families. One of the things I really want to deal with tonight is that when dealing with the effect of dysfunctional backgrounds, many times we deal with the emotional aspect, but there's also the economic implication of coming from a dysfunctional background. There is what it does economically. There is. In fact, one of the most predominant traits or symptoms that you find in dysfunctional places is the pattern of poverty. Oh, yes. And I'll tell you how that happens. Sometimes people are too busy living their lives that they forget to position their children for opportunities. They forget to position their children for opportunities. They forget to position them for the competitive world that we are in. They fail to give them the competitive edge. So, this one has gone this way, this one has gone this way. Some, in a bid to survive, are to pull out of school. And of course, anywhere there's promiscuity, there's poverty, most places. And sometimes it gets to a point, this one didn't go beyond secondary school. This one can't go beyond this level. Because this fellow had to start fending for the younger ones too early. And you see people that are not, they have not been carefully positioned. If all is well, people are doing things now. Sometimes people can decide to go to different countries, give birth to their children there, so that they give them the opportunity of dual citizenship, if all is well. Once the devil can distract the leadership structure of the home, the children will suffer for it. And some men are too busy with their girlfriends that they forget that their children is their future. Too busy. The girlfriend that if you die today will not be among those that will stand by your graveside to say this is who he is. If you die now, that girlfriend will have to hide because the fellow is not even legitimate. The children that God has blessed you with and your wife, you abandon them. In trying to save their lives, people lose it. And say, let me just plan for myself. No, there is the Bible pattern. There is. There is the place of sitting down prayerfully. God, what kind of children are you giving to us? Where all is well? Yes. Okay, this is who they are. This is what they are going to be. This is the grace I'm placing on them. Then you start preparing those children for that. In a place where all is well. If a child starts singing or start getting taking likeness to musical equipment, you start putting them, positioning them there. When all is not well, I dare you to say you want to be a musician in a family that there's poverty. You are going to become what they want to solve the economic problem of the house. That you actually ought not to be the one to solve if those in front are done well. So, people fail in school not because they are not smart, but because they study the dream that the parents couldn't fulfill. Oh, yes. If you are not careful, if you used to fail mathematics and you believe that those who used to pass it are smarter, you want your child to be smart because you have lied to them. Almost every parent in Africa used to come first in class. Apologies. Then we position the children. I think what is raining now is that my child must play ball. He must be Lionel Messi. What if the child doesn't pass Agege? Allow children become what God has designed them to become. Your duty is to guide them prophetically. Your children are not supposed to fulfill your own unfulfilled dreams. They are to fulfill their God-given potentials. Many of you studied courses that you have no business studying. Science class. We're going to have our university. At Festival of Life, we're going to introduce our education wing in this ministry. We're starting with secondary schools this year. All right? We are going to smash all those nonsense. We'll break the nonsense away. Oh, we will break it. We'll break it. You can't rate students by positions. First, second, third. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. You can't put a fish and a dog to run the same race. It's nonsense. Everything has changed over the years. Only our classroom has remained the same. We have to change the structure of learning. We have to change it. We have to change it. That's why there's unemployment. That's why there's unemployment. We have not built ourselves as a nation to the point that soil science has economic importance. But yet people keep studying it. Huh? What is the implication of zoology in Nigeria? Apologies if that's what you studied. What's the implication for now? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not saying it's not important. Even when you have a PhD now, you still have to queue for a job of 150K. That thing people are doing, fashion design and all that, why can't there be a degree on it? Oh, yes. Why can't there be a degree on it? I said yes. Quote me anywhere. Your problem is either illiteracy or neo-colonization, because you are still somewhere in your mind still being colonized, because you still think it has to be those things they gave you. The curriculum they gave you will never make you like them. It will never make you like them. Nigeria is still young. We are roughly just 100 and how many years now? 2014 we did our 2014 we did our centenary celebration. 2014, so 100. So now we are what again? 110. We are young. While America was at our age, they were still failing woefully. There's hope for Nigeria. There's hope for Africa. Don't believe the nonsense. There's hope. This continent will emerge. Don't let anyone tell you any nonsense. We are still young as a nation. Relax. Relax. There are two things that is going to happen. Number one, many of those who have traveled out will come back home. Because a time is come, they will discover it is easier to succeed here. They'll come back and invest and do mighty things. And then those who are here will also do amazing things. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This nation is going to rise. Now we are still importing toothpick, importing all those nonsense. We'll break and smash the mental barriers. We'll smash it. We'll smash the nonsense. Say amen to that.